Today we're going to discuss some tips for preventing theft and increasing end-to-end security, especially in light of the $11 million in cargo theft just in Q2 alone across the U.S. Also, we'll be discussing best practices for monitoring temperature-sensitive shipments, and that will be approximately $38 million annually in loss alone, just in temperature excursions. We have broken this trip down into 3 stages, and we'll discuss them individually, beginning with the pre-transit. Then we'll go into the in-transit, and lastly, the post-transit stages. During the pre-transit, this is the most important stage, and it happens before a shipment is even booked. Here you decide on your carrier and the services they offer. Here you must ask yourself, when shipping high-value temperature sensitive, do you need the extra layers of protection? Another question you want to ask, are you willing to pay extra for that peace of mind? Some questions and concerns when selecting a carrier you should ask yourself. The size of the fleet. Do they have the capacity for contingency planning? Or, for that matter, even the volumes that you may have? Also, the number of years in business. Do they have experience? Do they have written supply chain security procedures, such as driver security education? Do they provide that for their drivers? And do they have recurrent training for their drivers? Or is it just a one-time security presentation that they offer when the driver first comes on board with the company? Also, and probably very important, is the company's track record. What is that carrier's track record throughout that year and previous years? This is a performance indicator that should provide you with a clear picture of the carrier's commitment to supply chain security. Is the carrier willing to accommodate your shipment schedule so there is less exposure to potential theft by less in-transit time? A very important piece to this. The reason being is that the more time that is spent on the road, the more chances of a theft that could occur. Regarding security technology, is your fleet equipped with satellite communication systems? That might be something that many refer to as a C-link, some form of communication to that truck and the drivers that are operating it. Something simple but important. Everyone has one, a cell phone. Do both drivers have them? And then additional alarms for the trailer doors or to the tractor. Are they audible, silent? Are any of those available? Some very simple layers of security. Extra layers of security, such as separate, fixed, or portable tracking devices that may be affixed to either the trailer or the shipment. Do they offer or provide any of those? Commercial-grade manual or electronic locking devices on the trailer doors, such as maybe like air cuffs that they use inside the cab of the tractors to help prevent a would-be thief from stealing the shipment. Also, the electronic locking devices are very useful in the sense that it will give you a log of who goes in and out of that trailer. Provisions for safe parking. Now, I'm not sure that everybody knows what safe parking is. Not necessarily a place where nobody's going to get a scratch on their truck or something of that nature, but we consider safe parking a place where nobody will steal your freight. Does that carrier have a program such as that? Do they have the facilities where they can provide, a number of facilities they can provide a safe parking? Safe parking would be something comparable to it may be a cross-dock or a facility that is completely fenced in, has gates to prevent egress and ingress. Does it have 24/7 guard service? Does it have cameras? Any of those types of theft mitigation that would be very helpful in securing your freight. Then we move on to contingency plans. Do they have team drivers? So one driver always is alert and with the truck when stopped for such reasons as food, fuel, any of those. That is probably one of the best risk mitigators you could have, and that's having that second person or that eyes on that shipment. How do they handle common problems like mechanical failures? Do they have any type of contingency plans? Do they have the ability to provide those contingency plans?